Hey everybody, sorry about the gloominess. I don't have a ring light. I had one, but it broke. But I guess I just want to give you guys like guys and gals. I don't like calling everybody guys because women you clearly not guys. But I've I've been having some roller coasters of emotions, of course, because of However, I thought to myself, I talked to my mom, and we talked about my just random stuff, and of course, we talked about the hospital thing, and she always reminds me how she's just grateful for me being here and miracle and stuff like that, and yeah, and I was just sometimes it's a bunch for me, especially mentally, because again, you never know what's gonna happen up in this year thing. Anyway, um, but I got to thinking like later on, like tonight, and I had to ask myself and tell myself, actually, was like, man, you know what? I am grateful. As much as I'm going through things, and sometimes I even to myself talk about how I'm exhausted and everything. I'm like, you know what? I'll take that over what it could have been. I am so grateful and blessed by me being here, because it could have been a lot worse because what happened was that, it was a lot of uncertainty when I was in the hospital, even though this was years ago. It was a lot of uncertainty in the hospital. The doctors, the family, nobody knew. They pretty much thought and figured that I was going to be a vegetable. They didn't know the outcome of everything because, yeah, I transitioned there to that level, that realm and back. So the doctors, the follow-up doctors, family, everybody is just like I said. It could have been a lot worse, because again, one of the things, the biggest thing was the fact that my brain went without oxygen for so long and stuff like that, and again, deceased, clinically deceased, and to come back. That's the doctor said they didn't know what the quality of life was going to be, of course. Like I said, meaning that with something that happened, the likelihood of me becoming a vegetable or a paraplegic was very likely because of what happened. And then to have 26 strokes, some people have one stroke and, they disfigured and stuff like that. And I had 26 of them, and yet I'm still here and I still have majority of my body functions. And wow, it could have been worse, again, my kidney and everything, it was waiting, and liver, all my organs, there was no 100% guarantee that all of them was going to come back. And they did, and one of us be the kidneys. Like if my kidney wouldn't have come back, I would probably been doing dialysis, for a majority of my life until I got a kidney transplant or something. Also, I'm like, man, I could have been, because I was tricked and everything, and I'm like, I'm so glad I didn't have to walk around with a trach every day, or a colostomy bag, or in a wheelchair, or a vegetable, because I just couldn't move. I'm so grateful that I didn't turn out like that. It could have went a lot worse. And Cassie, life, she was saying that, mentioned something about science, doctors, and everything. They did what they could. I said, yeah. And as you've seen, I said, they only could do so much. She said, yeah, the rest was up to you. I said, and that's where a divine source comes from. And that's why the doctors and the the doctor who saw to me, his name was um, what was his name? Dr. Enlow. He took, it was the reason why he took the picture. He wanted to take a picture with me to show his wife and his colleagues because he told them about my incident. So it just could have been a whole lot worse, but I am so grateful it wasn't, and I am so, man, sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, man, you can't complain because it could have been worse. You couldn't have been here and you just could have been here physically, but not here mentally, so I'm grateful. I am humbly grateful, and I have to think about what could have been and be grateful for what is. So yeah, I just wanted to share that, and yeah, it's wow. It's wow. Like I said, it's exhausted, but I'm exhausted. I've been exhausted most of the time because I've been ill for the past 8 years, 8.5 years. I've been on 7.5 years. I've been really ill, and been sick because of everything, and just a whole bunch of plethora of things. But I'm grateful for that because, like I said, it could have been worse. So, yeah, yeah. All right, that's all I wanted to share. I'll share some more things eventually when I get up the nerve to do it, and when I'm not yawning all the time. All right, I pray you all the best. You all have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. All righty, talk to you all later, if it is in His will. I love you. Be blessed, and stay just being.